Chuks Akuna says to Tinubu, if he really won the election, in a few months we will know. Chuks Akuna, Executive Director, Authority newspaper, said that if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu really won the election in a few months, we will know. Chuks Akuna made the assertion in an interview with AIT during the Kakaki program, where he was reacting to what Tinubu said about calling himself a Milocom, that he's a spiritualist and invokes the spirit of a Milocom to win. Chuks Akuna began saying that he had thought that President Tinubu is a Muslim and he thought that he had spoken to the Almighty Allah to help him win, but now he's telling us that he's a spiritualist and he invokes the spirit of a Milocom. He doesn't know what that means, but I don't think it's a good sign for us. He interrupted that Tinubu might be playing with words by saying he invokes the spirit of a Milocom. Chuks insisted that Tinubu had said a Milocom before now. But he has now come out to tell us the meaning of that, which attributed to his victory. They are in court. If he really won the election in a few months, we will know. This is the most contested result since the history of Nigeria since 1960. Absolutely. I think it's not even a rumor of, oh, Tinubu is a spiritualist, blah, blah, blah. He said it when he went to meet the Alake of Egbaland. And in his speech, he literally thanked the support he received spiritually and thanked the spirit. He said that. So people are not just making comments out of thin air. It's not rumor, it's not suspicion. Tinubu said it himself. And it's crazy because, I mean, the surge and the energy that name had, because again, trust Nigerians to make content and make, money off that, because the phrase in itself was used to make memes, videos, comedy videos, a lot of things, and people made money from it, and everyone just, in a joking way, played around with the name, right? And then to hear that this man invoked a spirit to help him win, maybe that's why factually we can't prove it in court. Maybe the spirit is also helping him. But point is, if he won in a few months, we will know. And I'm like, okay, if we know, then what happens? Let's even talk about that. If we know, then what happens? Do you not think that, okay, when I tell Tinubu, bye-bye, pack your bags and, let's go. You think that would happen? You have to understand there's a certain type of confidence that he had, which, can be also seen as arrogance in my opinion, but there was a level of confidence that Tinubu had. Obviously, this whole spiritual thing is just coming out after he's won, but the level of confidence that he had to literally be like, I'm going to win this election, it is my turn. It's like, it does not reflect, a character that, is genuine. Anyways, and it creates the contrast, or I guess paradox, because as Chuks Akuna has said, I thought you were a Muslim. I mean, people can be both. If you want to be a Muslim and be a spiritualist, do your thing. People practice, 2-3 religions at a time. But for the extent and to the extent as how, in his religion, Islam, and his colleagues in the industry and the way they carry their religions on their head, you would think that it would be such a crime to say that you are Muslim, you pray to Allah, and then you have, your spiritual gods that you play, and it's like, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's look at the comments. Children of haters, children of sorrow, they never see good things. That is how they cried under Buhari's regime. Oh wow, really? This chooks of a person needs mental examination before he gets to the market. Obi and Atiku's case has failed already. My point is, it's quite I think obviously they should continue to fight, but what happens if, okay, let's say Tinubu was not the winner, and let's say it was Peter Obi or Atiku, because they're the people contesting for the result. What happens? All the appointments, everything, it's like, come on. I just, yeah. He will soon run mad out of frustration. He is just a foolish brown envelope journalist, cheap PDP and Labour haters. He has 8 years to will. Interesting. People are coming to describe this man, given the fact that he's a journalist, therefore he doesn't know what he's saying. Come on now, come on, people, do not be rude. Don't be rude. Let's click on another comment. Gullible and foolish old nuisance hoping on imaginary victory. I mean, you can definitely tell that this is a case that would be ongoing, but when things are not proven, they're not proven, right? And I think in this case, the fact that it's not proven, okay, what happens? Those that have the power to bypass misinformation and inaccuracy to, forge their power and do what they want, aka the government, the APC, Tinubu's party, then they can, because they've won. They have, they've won in quotation marks. And so even if it was contested, they're in there already. They've made appointments. They've started work. And so they already have the funds. They have they say the structure, but I really think it's the funds and the connections. When I say this, the structure or connections, what I basically mean is that he has sycophants, right? He has people that are willing to do anything for him. He has people who are willing to leave their original political parties for him and support him. So really, he has the upper hand when it comes to power and influence. Not necessarily justice and what the right thing is, but they're playing according to their cards. Play according to yours. But what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.